Whose podcast is it this time? You did Richard Jewell, so I guess it's mine.
Well, we're just talking about two shows today, huh?
Yeah.
Que sera, whatever will be, which never will be because it never gets to the point of that fucking show because it's going to be lost all over again. It never ends.
The movie.
Citizens, welcome to Hollywood is Dead, episode 170. Phoenix West over here.
Dick Dykett.
Hi, Dick Dykett. Today we're discussing two shows. I threw the other one in because we both watched it and it's recent, so why not? From and The Penguin.
Which is a little bit unfair because The Penguin is a standalone miniseries, and From is an ongoing series.
It's not a versus.
It's not a versus. It's just two shows that are on right now that are probably. I mean, Penguins what ended about 2 weeks ago. From just ended on Sunday.
Yeah.
And did you watch all of From? So you're all caught up on From?
I am completely caught up on both shows. I finished both of them. I have a lot to say and also nothing to say.
Exactly.
And I'm going to turn my fan off because it's pretty loud. I
can't hear it. You can have it on. I don't hear it.
No, it picks up on the mic.
Does it? Okay.
So, Dick, you also don't have headphones on, so
that's because I've tried to go cool on this episode.
Yeah,
those headphones make me look stupid.
Fancy free Dick Dickett over here.
I'm not gonna be wearing the radio. I'm on the radio live right now. I don't need no headphones.
Let's go live to whatever town that is and From. And nothing's happening still. Okay, we'll stay tuned.
There's a smiley demon guy in it, and he just came out of a sack of monsters. There you go.
Why I have this in my name?
It's Phoenix. Stay tuned, West.
They might as well call From Stay Tuned.
You pretty much.
We got some cool stuff, guys. Hold on. No. I know. Okay, we couldn't get in that season, but hold on.
It's like the Walking Dead formula.
I'd say the Lost formula.
Well, it's more Lost, but Walking Dead. What Walking Dead used to do was they would have 48 minutes of nonsense because it was a 50-minute show. The last 2 minutes is where the main thing happened, and that was the main thing to make you like, oh, I gotta watch it next week now because that just happened. But it's like they couldn't set it up before, like half an hour before or whatever. You had to build to that point or the very last minute of the show, and they killed the major character or they did this or that. And you're just like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I think they perfectly merged The Walking Dead and Lost in the worst way.
Yes.
First of all, let's just both say From season 1, fantastic.
Very good.
It was fucking good. Was good. So into it.
Yeah.
Me and my wife that was our show. Like we were like, this is our show.
Yeah.
Such promise. And then we had a bit of a disagreement, you and I, about season 2. You were bothered. I was not. I was like, as long as season 3, here we are after season 3 is aired. And like I said, they didn't do anything in season 3. So now I'm mad.
Right. Yeah.
So as I predicted, here I am, very fucking angry. Dick. Okay, so spoilers for all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened in season 3? Did anything happen?
All it did was it reaffirmed, I think, a lot of viewer conspiracies saying like the main characters are all reincarnated people from the original settlers there.
That all happened in the last 12 minutes of the 10th episode.
Right. Yeah, well, that's the thing. And then the problem you had with this 3rd season was there's so many fucking stupid segments where it was 2 characters talking, catching up. Where it's like, I don't care about the stupid baby. That stupid fucking baby just sucks so much time out of like I don't care about her fucking baby. I knew what it was going to be. She was either turning into it would have been better if she was turning into one of those monsters, but no, it was just the reincarnation of the one that the black guy killed in season 2.
And that's what I thought it was going to be, which is he's turning into one of them.
Right.
I thought she was going to be that own monster that she was seeing.
Right. Yes.
Her from the future, kind of.
Right. Yeah. And then
one of them.
I'm so glad they took out that stupid kid's eye.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I hated him so much.
Sarah ends up doing the coolest.
Oh,
off
so
the
great.
screen.
I'll give him credit for
She's
that
like,
one.
"Oh."
Make sure says something stupid.
She got hey. To be fair though, to her, to Sarah,
Yeah.
effective. She got
Well, I
the
mean,
answer
there you
right
go.
away.
You got the information out of him. Too late, but
Yeah,
whatever.
you melon ball out someone's eyeball from their skull. Yeah, you're gonna get a fucking answer.
So, because have you been watching like any of these YouTubers where they talk about like their
No,
theories for From?
I
Because
don't.
that's when, if you go down that rabbit hole, you get your hopes up because you think, oh my God, that's actually pretty good. And then you go to the show, you're like, womp, womp, womp. Nope.
It's what
Yeah. And it's just like,
I
wow.
went through that with Frank while Game of Thrones is ending, and he was like, "This, I think this is gonna happen," and this, is, and it's like, "Oh, nothing happened."
Well, no, the problem with Game of Thrones was they were reading Reddit and they were taking all the Reddit fan fiction shit and putting it into the show
Yeah, none of it.
because, like, the whole Jamie Lannister boning uh, Brienne of Tarth, which would never happen. They did that
Who's an
in the
obvious
show.
lesbian.
No, but even if she was like, even straight, like he wouldn't do that because he loved his sister. He was never going to betray his sister. It's a contradiction of his character because that
Yeah.
was his character. It was stupid. Like they could have been this, this seduction thing, but no, he never would have done that because he loved his sister. That was the whole fucking point. He was going to stick his gordita in her double decker taco. It wasn't going to happen.
I will say this: I'm rewatching Game of Thrones. I've only seen
Yes.
it once all the way through, and now I'm doing it again.
I thought you did not like that show.
It's okay. I like
You're not a
enough
Game
of
of
it
Thrones
to
person.
rewatch it. So here I
Right.
am. But I
Yeah.
really enjoyed House of the Dragon.
Right. I haven't watched it. I never watched
So
House of
here I
Dragon.
am. I like
Yeah.
that more
Right. Yeah.
because there's a lot less going
Well,
on.
there you go. Yeah.
So that's why I like because I don't give a
Right.
shit about this. I don't like this genre. So
Right.
it's a lot for me to overcome.
That's what I mean.
But
Yeah.
I'm watching this again and I realize how little Jamie Lannister's in it because he was in like 2 episodes. And then I'm on season 2, episode 5, I want to say maybe 6, and he hasn't been in the show in like 8 episodes now.
Right. Yeah.
He's just kidnapped
Yeah.
by the Stark army. There's a whole war about it, and then
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
on screen.
Yeah.
I think he's coming up though, because I remember him when he starts to get away.
Well, the mother lets him out. Like
Yeah.
she's frees
Yes,
him.
I think that's coming up because you can
Yeah.
kind of feel it.
That creates a big rift
Um,
within the family.
Yeah, there's a lot coming up, and I don't know. I'm enjoying it more because I know what's happening.
Right.
It's one of those shows I can't just watch that sort of thing once because I don't. I'm really bad with names. Like we talked about this before. I watch entire seasons of shows and be like, I don't know that guy's name. The main character lady. Like I'm that bad.
Dana Scully.
I'm a visual learner, so I need to see their name, hear their name, and read it at the same time.
You have to wear a
Otherwise,
badge.
I do not get it.
You have to have a name badge on the
It
character.
doesn't stick. Like that's why I turn subtitles on. It's not so I can hear it, so I can
Right. Yeah.
names. I'm doing a lot better this time around though. I know all the people. I'm like,
Right.
oh, that's who that guy is. He's Robert's brother. That's who
Right.
Stannis is. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the first time around,
Too many characters.
too many, and I didn't care enough to want to focus on it, and I just wasn't in.
Do you think that's a problem with From though? The too many character lineup because there are a lot of characters and a lot of them don't do anything.
There's not as many as Game of Thrones, obviously.
No, there's not.
The problem with for me is nobody communicates with each other.
No, they don't.
There's 1,500 square feet of acreage that they can go in, and none of them talk to each other about what's going on.
Right.
It's like maybe if you put your heads together and have like a daily meeting or a weekly meeting, this is the crazy shit that happened to me. All right, put that on the board. Maybe you get somewhere, but no, it's always I'm dealing with this on my own.
Right.
Another person walks into their house. Hey, I need help with this. Okay. Don't fuck off. Blah, blah, blah. I need
Right.
help with this though. Help me. Okay. We'll share this together. And they go off and they have their little scene out in the woods
Right.
and come back. And then maybe Tabitha will tell her family about it. And she gets yelled at by her husband, who thank fucking God got killed in that last episode.
I don't think he's dead. I think that's going to be one of those things where he gets killed, but she brings him back through the
They
through the
introduced
flip
time
around.
travel.
They're doing that. That's
They already
that's-
can't
yeah.
handle their plot lines. Don't introduce a whole other thing.
Well, you see, they ruined it in their own in the very episode they ruin it because the stupid little boy who can't act for shit says, "You're a story walker. You can walk in the story, but it's already been
Can't
told."
change it.
The problem was she already did change it when she threw the fucking rope to the guy from Lost in the hole. She can change it. We already know that now. You don't need to tell she can't do it when you already showed she can. So don't pull that shit.
Is it she didn't change it? So that's what she was supposed to do?
No, but she interacted within the
I'm
timeline.
not saying he didn't say you can't
yeah.
interact. He said you can't change it.
But she did change it. He got out of the hole.
But maybe he was supposed to get out of the hole in the first place.
Yeah, but why was she there? She's a child. She's a child.
I'm just saying it's two different views on how you view time travel.
Grandfather.
It depends on how you view. Either way, I'm just saying the show is barely skimming by with its own plot thread lines right now. Now they're introducing their own time travel.
Right. Because they showed, okay, so now they're saying she's the reincarnated version of the character from that. So she's a reincarnated character throughout the whole history of the show. But she had dreams as a little girl of being haunted, being attacked as a little girl. But that can't be because she was a little girl. That's not the dream. So that dream has no connection.
It's a as soon as you die, you get reincarnated outside the world, get pulled back in. She's Victor's mom, essentially.
Well, yeah, she's Victor's mom, but she's one of the original settlers that killed.
Yes,
she's part of the
they sacrificed their kids,
children to live forever, whatever. Which again, how, why, where? It will never.
Here's my fucking problem with this show now. Everything we're talking about right now was introduced in the 10th episode
of this episode of the season.
Everything we're talking about right now just introduced right before the season break.
Right, yeah.
Let's talk about the first 9 episodes, Dick. Remember how he kept her kidnapped and was telling her it's for your own good.
Right.
Baby, I'll be back 2 episodes from now to tell you about it's for your own good.
Well, remember when the guy from Lost was going to build a cage to capture one of them to get something out of all the monsters?
That was my complaint.
Never happened.
And I love Harold Perrineau.
He is good.
Fantastic.
I love him. Yeah.
All the actors I'm honestly fine with.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not the thing. It's just the story and where it's going doesn't work.
And the problem is with the story for me is it's so close to fucking like really good.
I think they wanted to push it to 5 seasons or something.
Let's keep dragging this, and you're like, Lost got away with that because they did 24 episodes a season. They could stretch it out.
They didn't get away with it. Let's just say that.
But they got away with a little bit more. They went 6 seasons.
Yeah, I know, but they still didn't really answer any questions. The Black Smoke Monster never was really
But if you're only doing 10 episodes a year, you cannot do that.
No, you can't do that shit.
You gotta be trucking along at a clip.
You have to be compared to the Penguin. Every episode counts, and that was only 8 episodes.
Yes,
and each one counts, and each one is hard. It hits right spot, and man, does it keep going! And every episode builds off of the next one so beautifully. It's so well done.
I mean, we're not in the Penguin yet, but
just in comparison.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And granted, it's not a long form story where you need multiple seasons.
Yes,
it works. But again,
series, it's done.
But this fucking show, what pissed me off though about the season finale was it said an hour and 13 minutes, and I was like, oh, it's going to be an hour episode. Okay, cool. Nope, it was 44 minutes and a 14-minute preview to some other stupid show I'm not going to watch.
Yep, it was.
Thanks, MGM
some other fucking MGM Plus show.
Some shit show I'm not going to watch.
As soon as I saw those credits, I went back, and my wife went like this for like seriously a minute. Like, okay, so it was you in season 2. You were done. You were like, fucking come on. And I was like, you're right. I said this at the time. Like, you're right. I'm not there yet. I don't have those angry feelings.
Right.
About 4 episodes, maybe no. It was episode 6 is when I felt it. Season 3, episode 6, where I went, fucking Dick's right. Like, goddamn, come on. Where I got really fucking angry. And then my wife was like an episode or 2 later.
Right.
And she loves this show more than I do, I think, at this point. Even she goes, fuck, why? What? Come on. Yeah. Like, she's done. Like, we're still going to watch it only because we're this far.
Well, that's the thing. I'm going to still watch
Diminishing Returns.
But I think it's not coming back till 2026. Like, it's going to be a year before it's back on.
Well, it did. You know what the sad thing is, Dick? The reason it's so delayed for season 3 is because of the writer's strike.
Well, right, that didn't help. Yeah.
And it still doesn't help that they didn't go right to work right after. They had time, like let's do season 3 properly. And now
Right,
it feels like it was rushed.
It's just
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm over the place because I'm angry. Season 2, the pointless storyline was the radio on top of the colony house. That went nowhere. But
that
at least
didn't go anywhere.
started something, but it went nowhere.
And her digging the
Season
hole.
3.
She was digging the hole, and the house collapses in season 2.
Yes.
And that whole thing. They
Well,
killed the bartender.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood bartender.
Yeah. Ah!
Poor bastard.
But season 3, it was what you mentioned earlier. The thing that bothered me is it sets up something really fucking cool in the early episodes, which is they're purposely toying with Boyd's character.
Yes.
We're going to see how far we can push you before you break. And then we're going to abandon that storyline completely.
For the fucking baby that takes forever to get born, I don't care.
It never comes back.
Yeah.
That they're going to fuck with him. Other than he hears something like, come let me in, Boyd. You breaking down there? That was it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, and he goes, I'm going to build a trap. I'm going to get one of them.
Right.
And we're going to find out what the fuck makes these things tick. And never does it.
Nope.
He finds out that Fatima killed Tilly. I don't give a
shit. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the annuals of the YouTube content videos.
Why?
They thought Tilly was the super special character.
No, she seemed like that, right?
Right, like they were building her up to be this, like she knows what's going on. She's in on it. She's like one of the key spies of the From universe. And then she gets stabbed in the chest, and that's it.
Her and Elgin seemed like they were more deeply entrenched with this place than anyone else.
Right, yeah. Well, someone also made a good point. They're saying, again, I don't know where, and some of them are actually kind of right on because they do, when you look at it, there's clues that show, oh, this is where they're going. Okay, this is interesting. But like they were talking about, Elgin kept talking about the river, or kept talking about water, and they said maybe the lighthouse, the lighthouse to nowhere, you need water for a lighthouse to work. So the lighthouse shows you the way through waters. So the theory was, instead of driving out of that town, they could take a boat out of the town because the river would take them to another place and get them out of there. They just need to figure that. They just haven't.
It's a river that's this deep, though.
Right. It's a
creek.
It's a creek or a creek. A crook.
Yeah,
it's yeah, and they said like, oh no, that's going to be the twist. And then you see the water receding, though, now when Elgin went to go look at the swimming hole, it's a lot smaller than it was. So I guess all that water's receded and it's freezing up because the winter's coming. Winter's coming.
Don't say that. Now I got to wait 5 seasons to see anything.
Winter is coming to From.
No, but do you remember in season 1 when Jade sees the overhead of the cars and he sees that symbol, then he goes in the cave and he sees the branches make the symbol.
Yeah.
And then 2 seasons later he goes, oh yeah, I saw the branches overhead and it made the symbol. And I go, we already knew that 2 seasons ago.
Right.
Like, yeah, that made. And then he, for no reason, he's like, I'll play up on my little violin thing.
Right. Well, the one thing that this is what pissed me off this season more than anything. Fucking Victor and that fucking dummy. The fucking, Chester says something. Chester said something. I need to find him. Whatever. He spends 2.5 episodes looking for that fucking doll, only to get it and be like, oh, wait a minute. That's not what happened at all. It was the little boy talking to that other asshole. So it was like completely useless. That was like fucking 20 minutes worth of footage dedicated looking for the fucking doll that didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. It was a waste of fucking time.
He didn't talk
to
Christopher.
The story.
Jade realizes he's Christopher. Is that
right? Yeah, because he's the reincarnated Christopher, and because they're all connected. But you know what I think though? Wade, his name's Wade, right? Or Boyd. I'm sorry, Boyd. Boyd is reincarnated. I think he's the guy that was on the wall, which is why he was able to say, "Blood of my blood." You're the blood of my blood. He gives him the worms. I think that's him, and that's why he was able to transfer those worms to him that killed off that monster.
And then Sarah's got to be reincarnated version of his wife.
Maybe.
And she had the same thing as the wife. I'm gonna kill her.
Some idiot was saying that cop that just got there is a reincarnated wife, but it's like that can't be because she was already alive when the wife was alive. That doesn't make any sense. The only reason you can be reincarnated is if you're born after the person's dead. You don't just become the person
Yeah,
when you're 30 years old. The person just died.
When you hear this, I'm thinking new to the town as reincarnated.
Right.
But yeah, with the stuff of the wife, the Jim's wife, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Marty. She was born that way, but
Yeah.
so yeah, Sarah couldn't be the wife.
Born this way.
But that means we know season 4 is going to start off with a flashback of what happened originally, and it's going to ruin all the mystery.
But I tell you what, though, that daughter, when she came back like from the future, she was a lot hotter. I don't know what they did. They made her hair look different.
And they kind of
yeah, she looked a lot hotter. She looked older. Like, it was weird. She did look older, and she looked a lot better. And she's already got some big tits. She's got it going on. She's 20 plus. She's able. You can jack off to that. It's
didn't Julie's character in season 2 seem like one of the most important characters, and then nothing?
Which one's Julie?
The girl you're talking about.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She's like one of the 3 that gets in that catatonic state. And
right.
Then
yeah.
She's like, she keeps talking about how she's hearing voices and seeing shit, but we never see that.
Right.
We just hear her say that it's happening. But I'm like, I don't know that that's happening, is it?
Well, Elgin says the same thing, and so did Sarah. So all these characters hear that from talking to them. It's like, okay, yeah, and everybody seems to have that problem. Fucking, well, I guess they're not reincarnated because they're not seeing anything. Because the only people that are reincarnated are the ones who actually see the children or see the images of the pre reincarnated characters that they used to be.
I wish they didn't introduce the reincarnation thing.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
You know how much I bitch about that M. Night show?
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck is it called?
The one that was the Woods?
Wayward Pines.
Wayward Pines, yeah.
Where that one revealed the secret way too early, like episode 5, and it ruined it for me. This is the opposite.
Well, that show got canceled, right?
Yeah,
it got canceled before it could figure out its own mystery.
But this is the closest show that has that same vibe, where it has the mystery element, and then this one's just dragging it out so much I don't care.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, this dragged everything out. It was.
I feel like there's still a huge fan base going, yeah, what's for season 4? And I'm like,
they are.
I don't get it at this point. There's 2 seasons in a row where nothing fucking happens.
Yeah, and then even the people who were like diehards, they were even saying, "Yeah, I think I'm at that point where you know what, get to the point." Like then they had that scene where Jay goes, "Why didn't you fucking tell me? Stop, just come out and tell me. Yeah. Stop giving me these fucking visions."
That's why Jade is the best character.
Yeah,
Kataganamu or whatever they yell at him.
Yeah,
what does that mean? Like, and they go, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. And he sits in the fridge.
It means remember.
Yeah, that was it.
Get your gooey.
Yeah.
Oochie coochie. Yeah,
it's nothing. And then it needs something to happen. My biggest complaint of the show is I want to see more of the creatures at night.
Right.
That's all I want.
Maybe 2 episodes of the season.
That's honestly all I want. I don't need the ghosts. I don't need the time travel. I just want them and them figuring out how to deal with them. I'm fine with that. Keep it fucking simple. Stop introducing shit. And they bring in the main guy from season 1, and he's so cool looking. He's on the poster, and it looks like he's flipping you off, but he's like something. I just want more of that.
The smiley guy, or
the smiley guy.
Smiley, they call him Smiley, the smiley monster. Smiley, I get a grin again and again.
This guy right here. I keep thinking he's flipping you off, but he's
that's a good one. Does it say Usher? That's the Usher story, and that's Diddy coming behind him with his finger.
Oh, we did skip our segments because we're not used to this. You know what? Let's finish up from, then we'll get to the segments. Then we'll get to. So finish up from.
Oh, I think we're done. It's a show that's going nowhere, and if they don't figure shit out, like if the first episode of next season doesn't at least explain a good chunk of shit and get us in the right direction, that means that there's going to be an end point. Then I'm all for it. If not, then fuck you. If you're going to lead us down 4 episodes where you're talking about doing something, nothing happens, and then something else comes into this plot line that wrecks the previous 4 episodes, it's like I don't care. I'm done. Like I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna watch it anymore.
We
be done with
need the producers of the show to come out and go, we're doing 5 seasons.
Yes, exactly.
As long as I know there's an end point that they're working towards.
Well, somebody said I saw an interview with the cast and the creators and the writer, and they did say when we pitched the show, we had a beginning, middle, and end. So there is a trajectory and there is a place where it's going to end, but they didn't say, oh, what's the timeline? Is it 5 seasons? Is it 10 seasons? Like, don't give me that shit. I need 100 episodes of this crap.
I think 5, as long as season 4 can keep above water and stop treading water. I think 5 seasons will be good.
And plus, also, are they going to de-age that fucking child that keeps growing?
Yes.
He's going to get into that Will Finhard growth spurt that makes him look like a fucking mutant. You better watch out.
I always bring that up in TV shows with my wife because she's not thinking about that, and I go, "There's a reason they stopped showing him for a while."
Yeah,
or they do the jump forward.
Walt from Lost. There's a reason why he disappeared on the show because he turned into LeBron James. He grew 7 feet tall and he became a fucking basketball player.
Yeah,
Dad, you looking for me, Dad?
Yeah, it's really weird that both of these involve Harold.
Yes, well, it's the same. It's a lot of the same directors and writers from Lost are on from. It's the same guys, the same crew. Jack Bender and a bunch of other writers and producers. They're all on from.
See, right now they're showing on the background here on IMDb. They're showing the trailer, which shows like I can't stand Jim's character. This right here. This shit was all really cool. I'm not playing audio. I'm going to show them the video.
No. I'm just trying to. It's kind of
when
small.
They're fucking with Boyd. That was fantastic.
Well, yeah, I thought that. Yeah, that was going to be the whole thing,
and none of it mattered.
Yeah,
they killed. Okay, my camera turned off for a second. They killed what's his name's mom.
Yeah, dog porn.
Kenny. They killed Kenny's mom.
Dog porn, whatever her name was.
Dog porn.
That was the name of the waitress, I think, at Denny's.
But I love the way they killed her in front of him, made him watch.
Yes.
And I wanted more out of that, and none of it mattered. That's the problem.
No, that's the thing. Yeah,
that you're watching that's cool mattered. Everything that was cool looking, none of it mattered. Everything that's mysterious and barely seen, that all matters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the witch lady and the baby. That's what's important here. But I'm like, I don't care about the fucking baby.
And the witch lady again. Why is she there? The geisha ghost. It's like okay. She's the one that allows the monsters to live forever. So is she the one that like puts a turkey baster full of evil monster jizz inside random women's vaginas in the town? Is that her job? Like in the Fromverse? Can you imagine putting that job card?
Damn it.
Oh, fuck. I didn't want to do this shit.
You're on syringe cum duty again. Damn it.
God, well, hey, the guy killed Smiley. Well, we need him back. We gotta put it in the. You gotta put in that
evil smile.
You gotta put in that girl that nobody likes, who's annoying and is gonna eat dead stuff for a whole episode, whole season.
You know what though, Dick? At least we have this show to talk about the future seasons, because that's one reason to keep watching the show. Just think about it, because right now I think most sane people are at a breaking point.
Yeah,
after 2 seasons of nothing.
Yeah, well, some people say the first 3 seasons were great. They didn't have any problem with it. They thought, oh, what a great story. It's like, no, they don't get a fucking get out of jail free card over this. No,
I think the first 2 seasons are fine.
Right.
The second season does have its problems. I don't disagree with that, but I'll say I wasn't irate.
I think
season 3, I was like, me and my wife were just fucking come on.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's how I was.
Spent 20 minutes talking about this baby that doesn't exist, and
right, yeah. And they don't even focus on the other characters going through their own shit. It's just like it's like, okay, yes, I get it that Randall guy is having cicadas in his head.
Yeah.
What does it mean? It
Yes.
doesn't go anywhere.
But no, that's it. Sorry.
That's it. Yeah.
But
Another the
it's
the lesbian heroin abuser. We don't
she
even know
had
what the fuck's
nothing
going
to do with this
nothing to do with the whole season.
her
There's
the
nothing
actual
going on.
ambulance girl broke her fucking ankle, and she's
Right.
the rest of the season limping around going,
Yeah.
what do you I need to know what you did. And she's like, and it cuts
Yeah,
and you never
exactly.
fucking hear the story. That's the whole fucking season so far.
I've been dealing with a lot of stuff right now.
I follow a lot of the cast on Instagram just because
Oh,
I
really?
find them enjoyable. They're having fun with it,
Yeah.
and I wish that translated to anything we saw.
Yeah. Maybe they know, and they're just like, we're fucked. So let's
Harold-
have fun with it.
Harold Perrineau keeps posting like the fan theories and like images of the show.
Right.
He's like, maybe, and it
Yeah.
feels like it's like what do we want to do?
Well, it's like Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me? They're trying to get the fans all excited. It's like, well, dude, get something going on so I can get excited. Because this is starting to get pissy. I'm getting pissy now.
But here's how much patience I have as a viewer, Dick. And this would be my testament to how relaxed I should be, but I'm not. I'm a guy that watched all 6 seasons of Lost like 3 times now.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
fine with the pacing of Lost. It is irritating how many questions they bring up and don't answer. I don't disagree with that, but I don't mind it with that show. As long as I care about the characters and it's moving forward towards something, I'm fine
Right.
with the questions that kind of go off branch. You know, they create these branches for questions that
Well,
might get
okay,
answered.
but
But
the
Promise
problem
From is just that. There's no main storyline.
with Lost, though, also though, what Lost fucked up was you built these characters to have a certain storyline that was the through line through the entire show until the last season, like with Saeed, where the whole point of his existence was finding the love of his life, finding that woman that he loved with all his heart. And oh, what did it end up being? Oh, that white side piece he had in the fucking island was the love of his life. The bitch that dies in the second season for no reason. And you're like, what? What about his like journey throughout the entire series? And he's like, oh no, it wasn't the problem at all. I'm Saeed. I don't care. I don't care. I
Let me go
blew up
torture
in the
someone.
sub. I don't care.
Yeah, and again, yes, that's a problem, but I don't mind it.
Not Benny's boat.
But that's what I'm saying is that's how much patience I have.
Yes.
I know I don't disagree. Like there's 1,000 errors of that show and it has problems, but I love it. And I like the season 6. I like the way it ends. I like touching the person and getting the memories. I love that stuff.
Oh, yeah, you're the only 5.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that. But that's how much patience I have, Dick. I'm fucking at my wit's end with From.
That's a lot of patience.
That's a lot.
That's saying a lot right there.
It is. And that's what they should be looking at is fans that are like, I am the most patient motherfucker with stuff like this.
Well, but then
But
again, I mean,
come on.
they're building this show up because they know no one's watching it yet. It's starting to get a fan base. It's taking about it's taking 3 seasons to get there because it's not MGM Plus, for Christ's sake. Who has MGM Plus?
They're getting most of their views going through Amazon.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sign on to Amazon. From his first thing. That's where they're mostly advertising. So MGM Plus, you can get like a free month if you go through there.
I do want to rewatch. I do want to rewatch the first season. God, I think the first episode was so good. That pilot, the way it started, like it's actually very well done.
Lost. The pilot episode
Lost pilot was good. Yeah,
is insanely great.
The way that I saw Lost, this is no swear to God, I didn't start watching Lost until the 3rd season. And then I went back and I rewatched seasons 1 and 2 after season 3. And it actually made it more entertaining because, like, oh shit, they tied that in beautifully. And then you realize, oh no, it all fell apart in season 5. It just was like, oh, that was too bad. They were going somewhere, but then they lost steam at the end there and it all went to garbage.
I don't know. I'm a guy with shows. I find something I like along the way. Even if it completely abruptly changes, I'm finding something I'm enjoying watching.
It ain't no Andy of Mayberry.
But right now, I am at a loss for words of what I'm enjoying with From because they're not showing the creatures at night. They're not
No.
showing them fucking with Boyd, which I was super excited about.
Yeah.
Like, all of that shit where we're purposely fucking with you, Boyd, to get you to lose your hope, to get you to
Yeah.
lose your mind. I loved all of that. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Me and my
Yeah.
wife were very excited.
Yeah.
And then they just completely abandoned it. He's like, I'm gonna get a trap. And his son's like, why? My wife's pregnant. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh,
Suddenly we're just on the bait. And I'm like, you abandoned the one thing I cared about.
they went down the Fast and Furious route. He kept saying, my family. My family. It's my family. I got to take care of my family.
And then they randomly throw in the my jitters. They're getting worse.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot he had,
that.
he had Parkinson's.
Because the writers forgot about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
yeah,
I totally forgot
throw
about
that in.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's right. I'm gay. I have AIDS. I forgot the whole subplot. Whoops.
It's him from Rent.
Yeah, he's from Rent or from Oz when he was the
Oh,
wheelchair
Oz,
guy in Oz. Welcome to Oz. That guy's been around, man.
Romeo and
working.
Juliet.
He's in a bunch of stuff.
I love him. I always have.
He is good. He's very good. I like him a lot.
I
want the show to be successful for him because I like him. It has to go somewhere. Don't disappoint me. Don't spoil what you've set up because it could be really interesting. To stick with it. Don't make it be simplified and dumb.
I'm glad I didn't do what I thought I was going to do originally, which was a weekly episode of a podcast for this show. Because this is like right up our alley. Like this is like the new Westworld for me. Where I'm like, yes, here we go.
Right.
And then just like Westworld, season 1 is fantastic, and the rest of the seasons are lackluster.
Right.
So here we are.
Here we go again on our own.
Let's
down the only road we've ever known.
Let's change gears.
Like a drifter, I was born to watch Penguin.
No. Our other segment.
Oh, what's the other segment?
What we've been watching.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about doing that.
Yes, very good.
Captions.
I'm trying to think what I've been watching.
What have you been watching since last time?
Oh God.
I got my list. I'm ready.
Did I say I watched Abigail?
Yes.
But not on here.
You did on here. It was last
week.
On
here? Okay.
Yeah. And you liked it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, that's all right. I watched. You remember those 5 movies I said I want to watch, and I mentioned Heretic last time.
Yes,
Heretic I watched in the theater, but it was those 5 trailers I watched, and I guess what I would say as a through line for those 5 movies, they all involved someone being trapped or like a kidnapping sort of situation. It was Blink Twice, Heretic, The Front Room, Cuckoo, and Speak No Evil. I watched all 5 now.
Wow.
I have my expected. I expected to like them in this order, and then I have my reality. And I thought there'd be a huge difference, but it was pretty much.
Was Cuckoo worth watching?
My least favorite. I'll get to it.
Wow. Cuckoo.
My least favorite of the 5 was Brandy in The Front Room.
Right, The Boy's Mine. Her
versus the old lady that's moving into their house.
Abigail Spencer from Ma.
Yes. No. No, it was the Harry Potter / Andor lady.
Oh.
Yeah, what is her name? The Front Room. I'll pull it up right now. We'll see it. I'll just share this the whole time. The Front Room. Max Edgar's movie. Catherine Hunter. This lady.
Okay.
She's fantastic in the movie, but the movie, it's an A24 movie.
Of course it is.
It's fucking terrible. It's got a 4.6. I gave it a 4.
Wow.
It's just her dealing with his mother-in-law. And spoilers for all these movies. There's no great twist, which you're waiting for because she's super religious and claims to see the future. And you're waiting for something like that to matter, you know?
It doesn't.
And it's just the old lady shitting herself and farting. And then Brandy kills her with a pillow. And that was the twist, that she killed her with a pillow. But I'm like, I would have too.
Did Brandy get an adult diaper into the face like the
no
in the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Did I tell you that? I don't think I even said that out loud, like, or to you, but I told my wife that. I'm like, this feels like the new version of The Visit.
Oh wow!
It is very similar with the stupid shit humor and old lady. And I'm waiting for like the son's in on it and he's plotting against the wife, but no.
And then he does rap
It had-
videos.
It had no twist. It had nothing to hang on to.
Ugh.
Fucking sucked.
See, yeah, I wouldn't watch that because Brandy.
Number 4 on the list that I actually enjoyed was James McAvoy in Speak No Evil,
Yes, the remake.
the remake of a Danish movie that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah. Which is available on Amazon for free. You could watch.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think it's the same story, isn't it? Or
good.
did they change the ending?
Same movie, different ending.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they Americanized the ending, but Max Eggers is like, I changed it because Americans are going to fight back, and Danish
Right.
people are probably too polite to fight back.
That's a good point.
And he's like, that's the only reason there's a different ending.
That's a very good point. That's interesting. That's actually good on him.
But it was fine. I liked the movie. I gave it a 7. It was good. I'm glad I watched it. It's not amazing.
He's going to fight back the person who comes after because the Dutch would just go and be happy when he started bikes.
It's mostly I gave it a 7 because of the performances, because the script and the storyline are kind of weak.
Right.
Scoot McNairy and James McAvoy are fantastic. Mackenzie, whatever her name is, Davis.
I do like her. Yeah, I like her a lot.
She's good, but her character is just the goddamn worst.
Really? She's a bad lady?
She's just annoying.
No, she's not. She's the bad guy or she's the good guy?
No, she's good. She's the good wife.
She's the good wife.
She's just so annoying and so everything they do, she's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Right.
They set their fork on the other side of the spoon on the table. This is ridiculous. Let's get the fuck out of here. And it's like, so when you're like, my daughter was sleeping in their bed and they're trying to take her from us, I don't believe you. I don't care because you're the girl who cried wolf at this
They
point.
use ice cubes and not ice from a bag.
Yeah, it's so annoying, but glad I watched it. I love Scoot McNairy. I'm glad he's getting like these bigger roles.
Right.
I feel like him and James McAvoy had like a meeting together, and Scoot's like, I'm gonna really underplay my character, and you just go for it, man.
Right.
If we both do that, it's not gonna work. But
I saw you in Switch.
Yeah.
Or whatever that
split in glass, and it works so well with those two. I love the actors in the movie. It is a fun movie that way, but it does have some holes in it and just some like, just get out of there already sort of shit. Like,
Yeah.
like, just leave. They have a chance. They're in the car and they're like,
overstays.
we got to go back for our girl's teddy
Yeah.
bear or what bunny rabbit. And I'm like,
Right.
fucking leave it. Explain it to your daughter. Grow up. Come on.
Yeah.
If you're really scared for your life, get the fuck out of there. The next one I liked was I just finished watching before the show. I give this the number 3 on the list. Cuckoo.
Yes, I want to see. Where's Cuckoo playing right now? Is it on Peacock or something?
It's on Amazon. You got to rent it.
You got rented. Okay, that's why.
I ordered some stuff off Amazon and I delayed it, so you get a $2 credit, and I did that.
Oh, there you go.
I got it for free. I got to watch
Okay.
Cuckoo for free.
Oh, nice. With the friend of the show, Dan Stevens.
Yeah, Dan Stevens is fucking fantastic in the movie.
Love him.
I don't want to give too much away because you want to watch this one.
I do want to see
I'll
this.
just say it's a good movie,
right.
and then it gets ridiculous. Speaking of Split or Glass,
Sure.
it gets to those heights of ridiculousness.
Okay.
And then you're just like, what's even happening anymore? I don't care. And that's how it ends. And you're like,
Okay.
it's over. Okay.
Sure.
But overall, like I said, I give it a 7. I do enjoy the movie.
Right.
Thoroughly good. She's great. It's just not what I was expecting. It reminded me of, it's in the Watchers universe, that M. Night's daughter movie.
Yes.
You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I'll say because you haven't seen it.
I can't believe Dan Stevens is a butterfly.
The next one I would say is this one.
A fairy. I'm sorry.
I give Blink Twice number 2.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Travis one. I thought that was gonna be my favorite one. Blink Twice.
Really? You was
I thought Blink Twice, Cuckoo, then Heretic.
Wow.
Yeah, Blink Twice was very, very well made. It's a little heavy-handed with the messaging.
I bet.
Because she just starts beating you over the head with it, which is a line later on. It's, men attacking women. There's a line later on. She's like, he goes, there's a certain type of hell for men that stand by and don't do anything. He's talking to the guy, and finally the guy stands up and gets shot in the head immediately.
Well, there you go.
It is a fun movie. It is a twisty kind of thing, but you're never like, I never found myself like, what's going to happen? I was like, yeah, this is probably where it's going. Okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's where it went. Okay, but it does have
Right.
fun moments because Channing Tatum is so charming. Um,
Right.
I gave it a 7 as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. I was hoping for more. This is the one I was really looking forward to.
Yeah.
I wanted more. It needed to be a little grittier. They kind of allude and hint toward all the violence, and I wanted to
Right.
feel that, like that shit that they're doing in
Yeah.
these situations, but it's all hinted at so much that I don't care.
Right.
And then my favorite one we already talked about last week. Turns out my favorite one was Heretic.
I'm kind of surprised that you weren't expecting that to be your favorite because I feel like that'd be right up your alley.
Right?
That one,
Religious
out of
debate.
all of them, would be more up your alley than the other ones.
Well, that's how much I really thought Blink Twice was going to be great based on the trailer.
Yeah.
Turns out Blink Twice was just a really good trailer, and then this was my favorite one, and I give this one an 8. I will watch this one again. The rest of those 4, I don't know. This one I do want to see again because everyone is fantastic in this movie.
Would this be a physical media purchase?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah, it's everyone's solid in the movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would like to rewatch just to see, like, oh, that's what he meant by that line, like that sort of thing. Blink Twice was good, but kind of surface level with the script. Like,
right.
not a lot of, oh, that's what they, This one though, Heretic, was fucking fantastic. I definitely recommend watching that. I'm glad I saw that in the theater.
Well, I feel like that movie I could see it on the TV and it'll be just as good.
Yeah.
Like
but I am glad I saw it in the theater just so I can, it's not going to be a big theater movie.
Right, yeah.
I'm glad I was one of the few that saw that.
I used to go to theater all the time, and now that I'm older, I don't want to leave my house. I just at the point in my life where I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't care. What am I fall in love and meet somebody to make my life better? No. So what's the point? What am I going to do? Stay at home and watch TV and cook a meal that I can eat and enjoy it and bitch about from on the internet? Yeah, I'll do that.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm doing. So take that, fortune cookie, telling me how special I was.
So, Dick, I'll throw you on lead here. The Penguin.
Now, great show. Just fantastic. And now being the Matt Reeves Batman makes me like it even more, that movie, because this show really kind of elevates the material. So I was very happy with that. Because the movie itself, it's not a bad movie. It's just, like we've said before, seen a million different versions of Batman, and they're all pretty solid. So it's like a new version that's pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be good, but it's not going to be as good as the ones I've seen before.
Yeah.
But this show, I mean, took the mythos of Penguin and really just hit it out of the park. So well done. They make the Penguin so vile. They make him the spiritual reality to the physical reality of Danny DeVito's Penguin, like from the inside. Like Danny DeVito on the outside is ugly and disgusting, but in the movie he's more like a joke. He's more or less a Adam West villain version of, like, it's a Tim Burton Adam West version where it's kind of campy and funny and silly, and he's still psychotic and evil, but it's like that cartoony side, freaking weenie sensibility shit. Where this one, he's just a fucking stone cold, kill everyone that's a weakness because they're just going to be in your way down the road. Don't let anybody get close to you. At the moment they say I love you, you have to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
Yeah. I'm my only hesitation with that is I knew what we were watching. I knew this was a Batman villain story, so I was like, yeah, he's a terrible person, and then he kills Victor, and my wife's like, oh no, and I was like, he's a fucking Batman villain. What do you?
I think it had to be done. It had to be done. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like, oh
my god, Victor. Yeah. No, I was like,
no, that's
Victor
great.
Didn't belong in this world. Everyone knew that, and then he's a bad guy. He's gonna kill him.
And how fucked up, like I said, it makes the movie better because how fucked up is it that his entire family is killed by the Riddler, who blew up just all of the levees in Gotham, and that's what killed. It probably killed 100,000 people.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fucking insane.
A cool little
That's more
episode.
than like any Batman villain in history
It
did.
was like episode 5 where he's on the rooftop with his friends.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can see like the vibrations of the stones. And
yeah.
and he has to watch his family just get caved in.
Oh,
Like butter.
so bad.
Yeah, it
I
is
mean,
a lot
it's
going
dark.
on in the show, and god damn, it's so good. It is
And
so good. It's
who
what I
would've-
wanted out of Batman a long time ago.
Exactly, yeah. And who would have thought the chick from How I Met Your Mother would have been so hot as the Falcone,
Oh,
as the Sophia Falcone?
I just know her from Black Mirror.
Well, she was in. I never saw the show, but I know she's in it. She was the mother. Something about How I Met
really?
Your Mother. She was the mother that he marries, but then she dies only to be not the mother, but it's the other girl that was the mother. She was like
That
the
show's terrible.
catalyst for everybody hating that show at the end because it was a giant circle jerk. Where it was like How I Met Your Mother. Well, actually, no, your mother's dead. How I Met Your Mother was after your first mother died of cancer. And it's like, what? And then Bob Saget died. And that was the end of it.
I hated
See-
that show from episode 1.
I
just never
saw
did it.
maybe half an episode. I don't watch sitcoms. I don't watch network sitcom.
Well, I got some news for you,
just
Dick.
don't.
It's not a sitcom. A sitcom has jokes. This just has laugh track over.
Right. Well, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
I feel like a fucking
yeah.
alien watching that show where I'm like,
Oh, Big Bang Theory. Yeah, try watching that. Good God. Try being a
I think Big Bang Theory
Oh.
is 1,000 times funnier than How I Met Your Mother.
Oh God, no! I
'Cause
did
at
that
least for Big
show.
Bang Theory, I go, it's not a funny joke, but there's the joke. How I Met Your Mother, I go, there's a laugh track, but what the fuck just happened? Like he said hi. What the fuck just happened? It's a
Did you-
callback to 6 episodes ago where he said hi.
Did you take out my brown jacket?
What? It's Jay Leno, or no, sorry, Jay Moore always makes fun of. He's like,
Oh,
you know, when I get desperate, I'll show up as the guy in a sitcom that walks into the kitchen, and goes, "Where are the avocados?" That's always his joke.
did you see Jay Leno recently?
No,
Did you didn't see him? He's all fucked up again.
Oh,
This guy's accident prone, man. This guy's fucking A. He almost dies like every other week. He has an eye patch. He almost lost his eye,
What the fuck?
and his face is all bruised. He looks like a James Bond villain. Look him up. Like he looked terrible. I guess he fell down somewhere and he got dragged or something. I don't know. He gotta stop messing with his cars. He looks like a Bond villain.
He looks like is it Bledsoe or what was the?
Yeah. Look at him. Look at that. I thought it was a
Oh,
joke.
So many bruises.
Look at that. Yeah. He's
Oh my
Phil
God.
Donahue back from the dead. He looks terrible. Like poor bastard. What's going on with him?
What's the Bond villain that has the Y patch?
Blofeld. No,
Blofeld. No, you're right. It's Blofeld.
is it Blofeld?
Yeah.
He has
That's the same
both eyes.
fuck I was thinking of the
Charlotte.
quarterback. One got fucked over by James Bond. One got fucked over by Tom Brady.
Yep, there you go.
Oh my goodness! I wore my Batman shirt for today because we're talking about the Penguin.
Oh yes, very good. I
Um,
am Batman, though I'm not in the show.
I love that it. I love how terrible and so good the Penguin is at improvising.
Yes.
Like he has these grandiose plans,
Yeah.
never shares it, and he's like, it always falls apart. And then he's like, "All right, improvise, readjust the plan." Like you can see those wheels in his head,
Right.
like,
Especially the
"Oh,
first
I-
episode.
Oh, I never did that. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, in the first like 2 or 3
Fir- when he-
episodes, he changes
the
his
first
plan
5
like
minutes of the
7 times.
show. The first 10 minutes of the show, he kills Carmine Falcone's son. The guy in charge, the
Daniel.
main guy, kills him right
Ben
there.
Falcone.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh fuck. And he killed him because he pissed them off, which is
Arthur-
great.
What was his name? I don't know.
I think it was like Rudy or
Arthur?
Alphonse, something like that. Falcone. But originally, though, in the movie, it was what's his name? The guy from
It's John Turturro in the movie.
John Turturro in the movie, Mark Strong in the show.
Mark
'Cause I
Strong.
guess Turturro couldn't do the show.
Well, when you need a comic book bad guy, Mark Strong will show up.
He'll do it. Well, he was also doing the Dune show, so it was like, hey, can we borrow Mark for an afternoon? Since you're shooting over there, I just imagine HBO shoots on the same sound stages. They're all in the same place.
Yeah.
Because a lot of HBO, they use a lot of the same actors a lot. Like in The Penguin, the cousin to the girl, that's the same girl that was in Sopranos and Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
She was in this show. I'll bet for like 2 episodes she's killed, but she was great.
Theo Rossi crossed company lines because he was on FX's Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that. I was like, oh shit, that guy. He got work.
He's one of my favorite guys from Sons of Anarchy.
I never thought he was my favorite.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't watch the show, so I watched
Bobby. Oh, you didn't see it.
I watched like the first 2 seasons.
It's a show I watched, and I don't know why I watched all 7 seasons because I never was
Right.
like, yes. I was like, oh, this is something. And I just watched the whole thing.
Right.
It has Bobby's character is
right. Mark Boone Jr.
And Mark Boone Jr.
Who's awesome. Love Mark Boone Jr.
3 Days a Night.
Always good. Always a good character actor.
Yeah.
What? I haven't seen him in a month. I guess he may be semi-retired because he did so much.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen him anything in a while. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do something.
I was thinking about that watching The Penguin because I remember I sent you a screenshot of Lamp from Batman.
Right. Yes.
He's in Batman Begins, and I was like,
yeah.
Why is he not in the sequels?
Yeah, I always question it because he worked with Nolan a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's not the first time he's worked with Nolan. Well, I think it's because he got Sons of Anarchy and he did that for like 11 years or whatever, how long that show was on.
7. Well, let's just
7,
say
yeah.
He's still working, but it's stuff I've never heard of.
Yeah, he'll do. Yeah, he'll always work.
I haven't heard of any of this.
Yeah, it's great if he was on From. Put Mark Boone Jr. in From. I didn't watch it even more.
I haven't heard of any of this.
Is it one of those situations where, hey, Mark Boone, I'm looking for Mark Boone Jr. Can you give him a call back? I'll do it.
Yeah. 2017 was the last thing I heard about the project he's in. He's in the show Flaked.
Oh, okay.
On Netflix, which is a really good show.
Flaked.
It's the Will Arnett show.
Oh, okay.
Last Man on Earth is the same year, and then before that, Birth of a Nation remake, Sons of Anarchy in 2014.
Well, Birth of a Nation, that was that black guy that got busted for rape and his career went to shit after they tried to make him a superstar and it didn't quite work out. Much like Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work out for him. So
they abandoned his entire character instead of rewriting or writing him out and recasting. They just completely we're not about that guy anymore.
Whoop. Well, they couldn't do that.
You know how bad you gotta fuck up for Marvel to go, nope, detour. Yeah. That Marvel's pretty synonymous with recasting actors.
Right. And they wouldn't even they wouldn't recast fucking Black Panther, which was their
which I'm fine with. No,
well,
you can't recast him.
You could, but I mean, I get it. But again, William Hurt is dead, and he was replaced.
William Hurt is a minor character. He's not one of the.
Yeah, but I understand that. But it's the same idea. I mean, if you're talking about iconic actor dies prematurely and the character's still around out of respect, well, why don't you respect William Hurt? No, fuck him. He's a white guy. Fuck that old piece of shit. And then, and also Terrence Howard. They butt fucked him out of Iron Man 2. And he's the only reason, one of the reasons Robert Downey Jr. got the job in the first place, because they were talking to him first. And he said, I think you guys should talk to Robert.
Since all this has happened, Terrence Howard has released a number of math stuff.
He's out of his mind. He's crazy.
He's goddamn mind. And I'm kind of on the Marvel side here now.
And I blame that on the many divorces he had, which cost him all of his money. It's not his fault that everything he does is a mistake.
He's done enough seasons of Empire to have some cash put together.
No, his wife got that money.
When did they divorce?
He fucked up. He fucked up again because he thought Empire was going to get canceled. So he was doing movies and he did Empire. And so in the divorce, they said, look, you're going to have to either give her the movie money or the TV show money. He said, fuck it. The TV show is going to end in the season. And it went on to do whatever it did. And she made all this money from it because everything he made went to her.
Why? What lawyer would set it up that way? Do a percentage.
No, Terrence Howard did it. He said, this show ain't going to last. This
the guy the guy who's trying to get his math papers published and his
This
new
was
math,
before all that. That's
but
why
I'm
he went
saying,
crazy.
okay, so before all that, so even worse,
He went
he
nuts.
set off this terrible math that he did, and he went, you know what? I'll create a new math.
Actually, Empire made negative $5 billion, and the movie I made with the character actor from that movie, I made $5 trillion.
I have not made any money since Hustle and Flow. I have made
I
a terrible
have-
mistake.
I have made 500,000 Terrence Howard dollars, and that's worth $50 trillion in American money.
That's one George Washington. I'm sorry.
This one, oh my God, he's out of his mind.
Yes, he is a real life Simpsons character.
Yes, he
Um,
is.
No, but where the hell were we?
Penguin.
I love how much he fucks over people, gets fucked over, because it's
Yeah.
it's both ways. It's not just him fucking over people. Like, he's not the smartest guy in the room. It's a more realistic version of the Dark Knight, which is he has this grandiose plan. This goes wrong, which doesn't happen in the Dark Knight. So now he has to come up with this plan on the spot. And he moves with that one until that one falls apart. And then he has to come up with new legs. And then he goes,
Right.
this. Oh, I stabbed the guy because he's not making sense. I had to kill him. Now I'll plant the knife in this guy's pocket, like
Right.
immediately.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's very like moving from this to this. And that keeps it so enjoyable because we don't know what's going to happen because he doesn't know. And that's
playing Clancy Brown in prison.
yeah.
Brings him his ring and all that. You fucking
And then he
asshole.
gets
You
out
don't know who you are, you little
Immediately
fucking
dies
bastard.
of a heart attack.
Yeah,
Did you laugh during that scene? Because I did.
I did.
He's
Of course I did.
And he's like, "That's fucking it!" He's yelling at
That's fucking you fucking die on me.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, he's all excited.
Shooting him.
And he goes, "You're gonna find a car all blown up on the bottom of that road, along with Maroney, pieces of Maroney all over the place."
Yeah, I
Great.
like it because he takes out 3 families
Yes.
in the course of a show. One of
Yeah.
which is the result of him, but I mean, she does it, but it's the result of what he did. So she takes out her own family, and that kills the Falcone family.
Oh yeah.
It becomes the Gigante family, and then
Yeah.
he takes them out.
Is Gigante or Brigante?
Gigante.
It's Gigante.
Yeah,
My mom, Gigante.
The only reason I knew is because remember that guy I lived with in LA and then Miami also is his last name is Gigante.
Oh shit, he's part of that family.
He is. So I was like, oh, I should probably like pay my respects.
My aunt passed away. She hung herself. I don't know what's wrong with her. That's why he had to move out of that apartment. His aunt died. He had to go take care of the family business.
We're gonna listen to the Beach Boys and watch Diner again.
I love Diner.
That was a guy that was obsessed with Entourage, and I'm like, this. Shit.
Oh no,
terrible.
yeah, the show that did not age well at all.
Oh man, it didn't age from week to week.
It was like a bad bottle of. It was like a bad cube of margarine. It just didn't take.
Yeah, it was a saucer of milk left on the table for you to slurp over 7 seasons or however the fuck long that show was
And
on.
somebody pissed in it.
Yeah, to keep it warm.
Really,
You want your milk on the counter to be, room temperature.
I would.
Colin Farrell is fan-fucking-tastic in this.
He better win all the awards.
You do forget, and this is a cliche, but it is true. You do forget you're watching Colin Farrell at least some point during the show. And it happens every episode for me.
Yeah, when he's tied up to the chair and she tells that story about the birds, and he goes, "Boyd's, you fucking psycho bitch! You talking about Boyd's?"
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What are you doing?
That's minutes before she gets him to tries to open up on something.
Yeah.
Like from childhood that he killed his brothers. And
right.
Colin Farrell and the Penguin, whatever you want, he never says a word about it. He just keeps going, What the fuck you talking about?
Because he's let hey, it's done. It's over, it's past. He didn't do nothing. He does nothing about it.
It's like
he knows nothing about it. You don't know what he's talking about.
Small stuff right there.
Yeah.
Where they do spend a lot of time on it, but to me that pays off on front.
Well, I do think one of the biggest suspension of disbelief though is when his mother breaks a ball and shoves it in his stomach, and all he has is he goes to the hospital. He's like, I'm fine. It's like that's a big fucking ball that went into his.
I know, but
abdomen.
Victor did the
No, I know, but he
It was
cleaned it
fine.
out himself. But fuck, you know how much you bleed out when you step on a fucking piece of wine bottle? My
Yes,
foot
but
bled
also
out like a
he
fucking
got him in his
sieve.
fat gut, so it didn't really like hit anything. It's just fat.
There's a lot of blood in that fat gut, according to Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, with Norm, because there was an episode where the guy was there taking blood. He goes, "What's a good spot for blood for when you take blood out of somebody? Oh, somewhere that's soft and fleshy. My friend, who have a treat for you." And he goes, he gives blood because he brings out. I always remembered that.
Okay, so that's your scientific evidence as an episode
That's my evidence that
of
I've always
Cheers from
followed.
1986.
Yeah, it might have been 1992. It might have been one of them more later episodes.
Later on, yeah, this does sound like it.
One of the episodes from 35 years ago. I don't know.
It is
God,
like my
really
third
hard.
project in a row or third thing I watched in a row that had his prostitute lady that he tries to make into his mom later.
Right.
Because I watched It Comes at Night, and then I
Yes.
watched something else that she was in at the same time. I was like,
Right,
this
yeah.
lady's like in everything I'm watching right now.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff, and she looked like Tina. She looked like the girl from Martin. I thought, is that her? Remember Martin's girlfriend, Tisha Campbell, or whatever? I thought that was, she
She's in
must
The
be.
Penguin. She's in
She's in random stuff.
True Detective. That's what she was. That was the other thing I watched.
Right.
I just watched True Detective, and then I watched It Comes at Night. So it was like right in a row, like those three things, and I was like, I can't leave her.
I can't leave her.
She's a pretty girl.
She is very pretty.
Very attracted to her. They
Yes.
do a really, really good job of in that one episode, just one episode, slowly turning her into his mom in the creepiest fucking way.
Well, in the end, it's when it goes boom. It's like, oh my god.
They showed the mom in the dress in the early part of the episode, and by the end, his prostitute lady is living with him with the mom upstairs.
And not only do they show that dress
in the same
twice,
dress.
they show the dress in like the young version mother and in the old version mother, and then the hooker version. So you get a real good view of that dress. So you know exactly what's going on at the end. They're not trying to be clever.
Nope.
It is full on Oedipus complex.
Did you watch through the episode and the credits, or did you get to like the crew talking about the episode or the writers?
No.
They're not hiding it. They're
No,
like,
yeah.
You need to get her there.
Yeah, exactly.
He has some issues with his mom.
A little bit.
But the very first scene with him and the mom,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting some Norman
Right.
Bates backstory.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way she's just like,
point.
did you kill him? Did you kill all of them yet?
Yeah.
Did you, no, ma, I killed him. I killed him. Well, it's my baby. You won't put up with nobody. You're not no pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's great. The mother is so fucking good.
Yeah.
She needs to get the award, supporting actress or whatever.
Deidre O'Connell.
She's great. She's wonderful. And just the way but that fucking moment, the sequence where they do that, they bring you to the episode where he takes her out to dance. So the mother is like, let's go outside and have a good time. And then Penguin's like, I'm gonna take care of you, Ma. You're gonna be okay. Let's dance.
Don't even worry about it.
And
I'm
that
gonna
night,
work real hard.
yeah, that guy was supposed to fucking murder that kid. They were gonna
The guy
he
back
was,
of the
like,
head obsessed with.
Yeah.
We talked about in the first episode.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy used to come to my neighborhood, and you felt he was important.
Right.
He had this car.
Oh.
But turns out that guy was hired to kill him by the mom.
Well, yeah, she basically turned it down because, like, he was right. He goes, "Hey, you either take out that problem now, or you let it grow, and it could be something great." He said, "That's brilliant. That's the greatness right there. You want to take that, coddle it, love it, because you're going to get the riches out of it, or kill it now and be done with it."
Should have killed it then.
You should. Well, too late. It would have been. It wouldn't have done any good.
No,
it would have done any good.
As an 8-year-old.
Wouldn't have mattered. She didn't have her kids. She would have killed
Yeah,
herself.
she could have done something else.
It wouldn't have mattered because she would have lost all of them. She would have been lost.
She was a hot piece of ass.
She had it going on in them days. Let me tell you something.
They did a really good job of mixing Batman lore with a Scorsese movie.
Yeah,
feeling too forced.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like perfectly in the middle of the two things.
it was great. It was very well done. I was very happy with it because, it could go that cheap way where it felt kind of cheap, but it didn't. It was very well done. All of it. It was great. Well, someone said It's Tony Soprano meets Batman.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it's. Sopranos in Gotham. That's what it was. Good job.
Yeah, it's
I hope it really does get awards because I would like it to get the payout. Because man, no other show was this good this year. I mean, what other TV show have people talking about like this?
from season 3.
Right? Yes, of course. Walt. Oh wait, no, wrong show. Walt. Remember Walt? Every other episode of Lost, he was screaming for Walt. Ugh. What you talking about, boys? No, but the thing that that last, I think it was the last episode, I think it was second to last or last episode when the mother's in the hospital, and he goes, "Tell me you're proud of me, Ma. Tell me you're proud of me. Tell me you love me." And he puts her hand on his head, like he's doing it, rubbing her hand on his head like she's patting on the head, and he's just so sad. And he's so pathetic.
It's the scene where he decides he's going to kill Vic because Vic comes up and is like,
right? Yeah.
Because Vic has seen Penguin at his lowest moment,
and he can't have that.
Like, can't be
done.
I need to be seen as.
He could have It's like he had to do it that way because like you can't let him go to California.
Yeah,
can't be like, well, hey, you know what? You and my friend. Here's $100,000. Here's $10 million. Go move to California, be with your girl. Go live your happy life. No, I have to kill you, steal the money out of your wallet, and dump your fucking corpse right here. Throw your ID in the water and let you be a fucking John Doe, so nobody gives a shit.
So it's like even after he kills him, he has these little moments of just insulting it further.
Yes, that's why all the reaction videos I watched on it because it was so great to see everybody have the same response, just like, what? No, like you're like, I hate you. Everybody was like, I fucking hate this guy. And that's the point. He had to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't like that. I was like,
takes the money. That's when everybody was like, oh, now I really hate him. Because not only does he chokes him to death, he steals his cash out of his wallet.
He takes his $800 or
whatever. It's so great. It's such
like nothing to him.
Oh, it's such a perfect like cherry on top of the evil sundae. It's so wonderful.
And I love that he takes this idea out, like, because you have a second there where you're like, oh, is he gonna like take care of? Oh, he just throws it out.
No, he throws it because his family's dead. He's just another washout.
You have the second where you're like, oh, what's he gonna do with that? Oh,
no, fuck him. He's done. He's out. He's done. I'll throw this in the river and it'll sink on the bottom of the ocean. No one will care. It'll be another John Doe. Nobody will put two and two together, and who gives a shit?
I do feel like they created that scene a little bit just for shock value.
Well, I'm glad they did it in the last 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
They didn't prolong it.
Yeah. I thought what was going to happen was he kills Vic because then it cuts to him and his mom. And I'm like, oh, he's going to kill anyone he has connection to because Sophia used that against him. He's going to kill his mom. He's going to go downstairs. He's going to kill his prostitute lady. And then I was like, oh, no, I guess that's it. Just Vic? Okay.
No.
So I was like, it only makes sense to me if he kills all three.
Well, he already lied to he lied to all of them except for Vic. Vic was the only one he told the truth about. Because remember, he never told that whore the truth about her, saying that she didn't do it, and he said she did, and so she thought, oh, you killed all my friends because you were the murderer, the hang girl. You killed a lot of my friends, and Penguin never told her, oh yeah, no, that was a bad deal because the father was the murderer and I knew it and I still allowed that to happen. He just said, yeah, she's a bad psycho bitch, killed your friends. That's it. And then she comes and says, I never killed any of your friends.
Yeah.
And Oswald knew that and he lied to you for 10 years. And so that's when she realizes that's the only reason she's alive is because if he lies to you, that means there's no truth, so you'll live. He doesn't have an excuse to kill you. That's why he lies to his mom all the time. But just at first, though, I thought, do you think he meant to kill his brothers? Do you think it was an accident?
No, he definitely did.
He definitely meant to do it. Like
only because they keep cutting. How many times they cut to his face, going, seeing how hard it's raining.
Right? Yeah, not saying anything.
He's not like looking at his jacket. There's not a shot of him looking at his coat.
Right. Yeah.
The only shot of the coat they show is where he has the flashlight.
Yeah.
And that's all that was for. But yeah, I do think at first I didn't. And then I'm like, oh, he did do this on purpose.
Right? Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
had so many chances not to go through with it, but he kept waiting and delaying. And
Where
let's
your
watch the
brother?
movie. Let's do this now.
Where's your brothers? I think they went and saw Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
They went and saw the Beetlejuice movie, and then they drowned to death. Which that means, now in all honesty, for the next Batman movie, if you're going to kill the Penguin, you have your death lined up for him, a la Destiny, where it'll be Batman is in a one of those probably sewer area where it's going to flood out, and he can pull his "I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you," and
Yeah.
he'll leave him there, and you'll have the Penguin just sort of accept his death, and maybe he'll see his brothers in there with him, and they'll just all drown together. Which that would be a nice little callback to the show if they do that in the movie. But they have to kill that character. He can't live past Batman 2. They got to kill that character off just to give the audience the comeuppance and the reason to see the movie anyway. It'd be great to see him get his ass handed to him, and his whole evil empire falls, and deservedly so.
You think they're gonna do the Joker actually in the second one?
They said that's the idea. I believe it. But I wonder how they're going to approach that one. Because I feel like they all have to be different. They can't be the same. They have to be really like the Joker one would almost have to be like a fucking Harmony Korine movie. It'd just be like a weird gummo shit going on, if they're going to do that shit. And HBO could do it. They could pull that off, make it weird and ultra like John Waters-esque. I don't know. Because that Joker looks so gross and dirty to me. It's like he's all burnt with acid and chemical. And he's like, ugh. He looks more like a melted marshmallow man than anything else. It's just like I don't see him as the Joker. I just see him as sort of like a proto. I don't know if they even do it. If he's even in the movie.
When you remember Chernobyl, I talked about on our episode. I talked about that character that's off shooting dogs forever.
Yeah.
That's him. That's the guy who plays Batman.
Or Barry Keoghan, Barry Keoghan, whatever. He's good.
In that episode, but his character, that whole thing is so unnecessary.
Well, he's a good actor. He was in the Irishman, the Sirens of
I like him.
or whatever. He's good. He's a very good actor. Yeah, whatever that one was. He kills himself at the end. Spoiler alert.
Wow. He's also in the Eternals, right?
Yes, he was. He was in the Eternals, but that was for money.
Yeah, you gotta make money.
I still haven't seen that. I don't think I'll ever watch that movie.
It's fine.
I could give two shits about that movie. I don't care. I'm not gonna waste my time. I don't think I've ever rewatched a Marvel movie ever, except for maybe
I've seen them all at least a couple times.
Iron Man 3, maybe. That's about it. I don't know.
So, we're gonna take a break here for a while because my surgery is a week from today.
Yay!
Right?
Yeah, there you go. Rest up, honey.
We'll be back with something. I don't know. Check out lawstudios.com and we'll post the movies that we're doing, I guess.
We'll be back.
I do want to do 2 more episodes this year because if we do 2 more, that's 100 episodes for the year.
Well, there you go. Well, we can do something coming up.
I don't know. Something.
When's the surgery? What date's the surgery? What day?
Week from today.
Oh, so it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we could come back and do 2 episodes on Friday, right before your surgery.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
There you go. Or Thursday night, Wednesday night, whatever.
I'll find something. Anyway,
figure it out.
Dick, obviously you like Penguin more than From. I can't really disagree with you. I like From season 1 more than the Penguin, but I can't say the same thing about season 2 and 3.
Right? Yeah.
I just can't do that.
Wait, did you think I liked the Penguin more than From? Fuck, I'm sorry. I fooled you. It's all bullshit. I love
Blown away by From.
I'm blown away. It is the greatest show. That's how fat. Like, if we were internet chills, it is the greatest show I've ever seen. They are so smart on that show.
Subscribe to MGM Plus using mgmplus.com/LAW Studios for up to 2 months free.
Hit the like button. Smash it. Smash it.
Subscribe and share with your friends. Share with your friends because your friends are able to send me money.
Smash it.
Turn to the left button.
Smash it.
Smash your genitalia against the screen. Fuck From. Literally fuck it. It's so sexy. It's such a sexy show. MGM Plus will get you off.
Fuck Penguin's mom. Literally.
Penguin's mom is the hottest.
She's got an ass on her.
Fuck a
And some-
prostitute. And pretend
somebody
Penguin's
said,
mom.
somebody said they posted a picture. Holy shit! Penguin's mom's got curves when she was in her tied up in the chair. Like, holy shit, she got some titty on her. Something like that. What the fuck, Penguin's mom? Oh shit!
I hate skinny bitches. The sign.
Yeah.
Nobody in Harlem would
No,
yes, I
Harlem.
agree. Everyone.
Oh shit!
Ugh.
I hate blonde, skinny bitches.
I didn't like this scene here. I'm gonna play with. This is the Penguin's mom, and she's talking to her son. She calls him David for some reason. I don't know why, but she's talking to her son.
Come. That means something.
Yep.
I thought she called him David.
Had to come. Had to come, Penguin. Had to come.
I swallowed your cum, David.
David, it means something. Tech support.
Hello. You have a choice.
Yeah.
Wear the stupid mask or jump off a building. I'm not a monster. Like, he might as well. All right. We're done, right?
I think so.
Man, 2 good shows. One of them with feigning interest fluttering.
Well, it's got a chance to get better. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll come back in 2 years and say, "Hey, it's the best show that they ever did." Good
I'm
job.
not looking forward to 2 out of 3 of the opening episodes of season 4 being flashbacks.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Fuck you. He's dead.
Meatloaf said that.
R.I.P.
And bitch tits.
His name was Bitch Tits.
Bob Paulson.
Until next time. In the meantime, Phoenix West. So long, citizens.
Bye.
Where's our outro? Do we have an outro?
I thought
here
we
it is.
did. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.